Alrighty, we have a LED light fixture we just installed. And we're going to put a nice dimmer on it. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors, however you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So I'll show you how to install this dimmer that's designed for LED lighting. If you use a standard dimmer for LED lighting, it will not work properly. You have to make sure it's LED compatible. This is a single pole or three-way, so I'll show you how to install it for single pole. So first we'll take our switch out of the wall here. And let's see what kind of a job they did hooking this up. Little tiny pieces. Again, another little tiny piece. Above your...
Hey, you're still working on it?
Yes. Almost done now. So they did make a full loop here and make a good connection on our ground wire. So we'll just unscrew that. There we go. The black feed wire goes to this white switch wire, so we'll take this off. See how tiny of a little loop they made left? That's not a very good connection there.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get on and good.
Alright, yeah. Okay. And we'll look at this one here and see very small loops. Those do not make a good connection. Okay, I'll show you. You can see how small those loops are and they won't be making a good connection.
Yeah.
Okay, can you stay in this room for a couple of minutes? Because I'll be done recording in about 3 minutes.
You what?
I'll be done recording in about 3 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. You're doing a really nice job.
Trying to.
So I think you're going to like this apartment once you get it all cleaned up.
You should. Keep me. Little by little.
Okay, when you're using this as a single pole, you'll use this dark screw and this screw over here. And this will only be used if you're doing a three-way switch, so we'll close that terminal. And we'll hook, it doesn't matter which one you put on here. It also has the back stab, but I don't like the back stab because it does not make a good contact. So we're going to make a loop. The direction our screw turns. And notice it says up over here, so you want to make sure you put it in right side up. We'll put our black wire under this terminal right here. And hopefully we'll be able to get our pliers in there to close that loop, but if you can't, you can't. So simple. If you can't, you can't. There we go. And I'm going to show you another way you can close this loop. Since I cannot get that pliers in there, I'll take my screwdriver and just get it in here in the side and just bend it over like that. There we go. We got it around our screw as best we can there. Like that. And we'll tighten it. Okay, and our copper landed down in that little slot here and down inside that little plastic slot here. So now we'll come over here. We'll get our white wire around this silver screw. Or not silver screw, but darker screw. You always go the direction your screw turns. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with this one here. We'll try to close our loop using our pliers there, or screwdriver. I'll just wedge it in here like this. And just if you just can't do it, you know what? You can't. That's all. But I want to get it round there all the way. But you know what else you can do? You can just take the screw out altogether. Or bring it up as far as you can. And just see if I can bend it down like that. There, that went down a little bit more. There it is. I don't like it, but I'll take my screwdriver and I'll put it down in here like a little wedge. And I'll bend the copper up. There we go. We got it around the screw the way it should be. And we'll just tighten it up. Our copper's not under the screw head all the way around like I want it to be. I'm going to put the screwdriver, I'm going to see if I can get pliers in here. But if I can't, I can't. And I'm going to accept the fact that I can't put pliers in there. And I'm not going to get all worked up over it. You can't. So again, we'll take our screwdriver, we'll wedge it in there, we'll push our loop closed, and we got it closed the way we want it there. And we pull forward so our copper stays under the screw head all the way. Okay, that's the way we want it, like that. We'll just make sure it's tight. And our copper's under the screw head all the way around. Our insulation's not pinched. Now we'll take our ground wire here. We'll open it up. Okay. So now we'll take and we'll take this bare ground wire and we'll wrap it around this ground wire here. And we'll wrap it around like this here. Get our copper even at the top, like that. Get our wire nut on here and we'll just twist it on nice and tight. Okay, so our arrow is pointing up, so it's going to be over on this side. So we'll push our ground wire down here. Let's push our device back into our box here like this. Our ground wire is back out of our way and everything here, so let's touch something we don't like to touch. So this is our right and dim. This little blue thing is our sensitivity. This little blue thing here is our sensitivity. So we're going to put it, that's less dimming. That gives you a wider range of dimming, so I'll show you that with the work light off. Now I'll flip it up all the way over here. This gives you a wider range of dimming. I'll put it back over here. So we'll leave it over here. You can pause the video to read the instructions.